Hello there, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. Hope you're having a wonderful day. On the back of last episode, I've gone out to, well, where we found the surface deposit of bismuth. And if we prospect here, found a large sample, found a very large sample. So somewhere just beyond this wall is a large amount of bismuth bronze. So we're going to drop a torch, grab some supports, well, that's a small problem. There we go. Now I should be able to dig this way and hope to find some bismuth. Okay, so the prospector's pick does tell you if there's anything within 12 blocks of where you hit it. We're already 7 blocks this way without any luck. So if we don't find it very soon, it may be in either that direction or down still. Okay, and those are no longer getting support. Found nothing. Okay, it's this direction. Medium sample. Aha, it's down. Very large sample of halite. Ooh, there's a ravine over there. Oh, looks like we may have caused the cave-in. Yes, we did. Ooh, gypsum, malachite, which is a type of copper. All right, it's good. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Ouch. I broke a bunch of my ladders. Halite. I have no clue what that is. So, finally found the bismuth. But, caused quite a few cave-ins. How do I get back up there? I'm out of supports. and it's a mess. And we started going this way, and then we went down. Then I dug this way. No, it was all the way over here. Now we have bismuth. This will make... Well, once we get some more zinc. Boop. Okay, I am done mining over here for now. But this will give us plenty of bismuth to make the bismuth bronze. There we go. Meanwhile, I was out here for 2 days, and well, it apparently snowed. So I'm going to pack up, go get more supports, and then go down here and get some zinc. Might have to make a new pick though. Well, finding the zinc was a lot easier. I literally just started digging down right here. Oh, my donkey disappeared. I'll solve that problem later. Yeah, I took out my prospector's pick, all very large, medium. I'm like, okay, let's dig here. I dig down, and it's literally right here. So, that works. I'll go down a few more levels. I want to be able to dig over and put up a support beam on either side. Oh. Huh. Well, okay then. I just saw an ore block fall down there. I don't know if it survived the trip. Okay, that should at least support this while I dig it out. If I dig this... No. Well, okay, kind of. I can put my ladder on this side and climb back out that way. But I can't jump. And I didn't bring wood, so I can't build myself a platform. Okay, I extended the ladder all the way down to the water in case I fall, but look at this cavern. It is massive. If I clip into the wall, you can see just how massive this thing is. It goes on forever. Looks awesome. But of course, the zinc is right over the cavern. Oh, I lifted the roof up and I am making this as secure as possible. That was funny. Yeah, I don't want to go for a swim. But now we have a good amount of zinc. We go grab more bismuth. Now that's safer by my other... Yeah, up there. Just need to figure out where in the world my donkey went. That's a horse. See, I always forget something. This time I forgot a fence post to tie him up to. Found him. Alright, we want to head back this way. There's actually this really neat land bridge over the river over here. It's very useful when I don't have bridge blocks to build a new bridge. Oh, but the gypsum we found before. Gypsum is used to make alabaster. Alabaster is this nice white colored brick you can make. Well, it's an off-white. It's more of a beige, I think. But yeah, it's a nice building block. So we might have to gather up some of that gypsum in order to make alabaster. And see, I remember the post over here. So he's not going anywhere. Okay, this was getting... There we go. Now I can start digging out over here. Get a ton of bismuth. And then we can go back and make a bunch of bismuth bronze. Make a bismuth anvil, melt down our copper anvil, and we'll officially be in the Bronze Age. And we're back at the forge. You've all seen this before, but I'm going to, well, I've got in these enough bismuth, enough ingredients to make up 14 ingots of bismuth bronze. Now, I did say last episode that this is the less efficient method of melting it. But, yeah, the other way I would do this is to melt them down individually. But you can't get a good mixture with only 5. That's what the crucible will be best for. And we can't make the crucible yet. So I'm going to melt these down, turn them into double ingots on the anvil. And then... turn the double ingots into a bronze, well, bismuth bronze anvil. Once I get the crucible, I'll probably melt this one down, get about 14 ingots back out of it, and yeah, we'll be able to start making forged bismuth tools. Boy, that's a mouthful. Try to say bismuth so many times. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you watching me do it. I'll bring it back when we've made progress. That was so much simpler than the way I did it last time. We've got our 7 double ingots done. We now have our bismuth. Where'd I put my pick? Oh. It's up on the wall to be retired. We now have our bismuth bronze anvil. Which means cannot go in there. Let's just stick it there for now. Which means we can now make bismuth bronze, regular bronze, and black bronze, and make forge stuff using the anvil. If we look at the book for a moment, stone anvil is tier 1, copper is tier 2, and then all bronze is tier 3. Tier 4 is wrought iron, then steel, black steel, and then red and blue steel. So our next jump will be to wrought iron. To make the wrought iron though, we're going to need a lot more iron, and right now we have about 4 ingots worth. But you see it does melt that brilliant white, which is how hot we can get the forge by using the bellows. I said we might actually try making a steel iron tool today. We might still, but now we have the anvil back there. We can make more bismuth bronze. I'll keep messing up how I say that. And make some better tools. And we've actually found a lot of new animals. Well, we found some new animals. We found 3 horses, including 2 mares and a stallion. And this is a, look at that, 9.26. Very fast and very big. Size 18. We got this one, size 11, 7.28 speed. And the stallion, which is a hair under 8 speed. Meanwhile, the donkey on 7.5. So, we got horses. I'm actually trying to get a mule with that second mare. because then I can carry a chest along with everything else. Found a male alpaca. We found a male ram. So now we got a baby sheep on the way. And we had goats. Well, more baby goats. So the farm's growing. Except for the quail, which managed to get out of the fence again, because apparently they can jump over fences. And I have no idea where it got to. That's the second quail I've lost. I have no idea where he is. He's just gone. Never gonna get chicken eggs. Well, quail eggs in this case. You know what I mean. I'm an idiot. Yep. As long as you have the vessel in the... I don't know what to call this. As long as you have a vessel over here, you can actually melt down your items and it'll go straight in. So we've got 1 ingot's worth of... I need something at 15. Yeah. We're making 1 ingot of bismuth, 1 ingot of zinc, and then we're going to make 3 ingots of copper. Mix that all together. And that will give us a full ingot of bismuth. Bismuth bronze. Now that says unknown. I grabbed bismuth instead of... It's a good thing I checked. And since this is the case, I can actually melt down all of my stuff into ingots and have it sitting on standby, ready to be melted into a vessel like this. There you go. It's bismuth bronze. So I can pull this out and start casting ingots, which is a good thing because I was just looking at what it costs to craft the armor. And it's going to take 28, well, no, 24, 6, 8, 14, 20. It's going to take 24, which is the same as vanilla, but I'm going to need to make the ingot, make the double ingot, make the sheet, make double sheets. There's going to be a lot involved to make myself a full set of bronze armor. So I did some math. And provided I didn't make a mistake, a vessel should be able to hold over 14 ingots, which means I can melt down the anvil and should go into the vessel. Just to be safe, let's add a second vessel. And when this is done heating up, it is taking a long time. It's a very big item. The larger it is, the slower it heats. When it's done, it'll melt. I just made up a bunch more ingot molds. They're still hot. We can cast out the copper, add it to our pile. We're casting out our bismuth bronze here. Then we're going to cast out the zinc and the bismuth into their own ingots, because I was doing some thinking. Bismuth bronze is very convenient in that if you look at the ratio, you can do 20% bismuth, 20% zinc, and 60% copper. Well, that's 1 ingot, 1 ingot, and 5 ingots. Can't really do it. Well, you could do it for 10. It'd be 6, 2, and 2. But you can also do it as 20 ingots, and then you can get this to be a much... you can move the ratios around a bit. You know, 65%, and then 20% and 15%. You get the idea. You can balance the ratios to make it more or less efficient. And using this method where you heat up the ore, melt it into either ingot molds or into the vessels, I could stick 5 ingots in here, have them melt into a vessel, and then cast them out into the molds. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast out all of this into ingots, all this into ingots, these into ingots. I'm going to have a very large pile of ingots. And then, depending on what ratio I will have the most of, cast out a bunch of bronze. Like I said, I'm going to need 24 to make a full set of armor. And that's never mind the tools I'm going to need. I'm going to need a new pick. I'll keep these for now, but all my new tools will be bronze. Wow, this is taking a really long time. And we'll have a better distribution, better use of our tools, of our ores. And yes, I did finally put a roof on here. I was getting tired of there being more snow in here than outside. So the house is looking pretty good. I do still need to make a new lantern, because I should probably put these out right now. Don't need to be wasting the oil. Yeah. So I've got some lanterns around. I'll probably set them up to light them up before I leave, and then when I come back, turn them off and just use the torches. I'll probably put one in this room, one over here, and then put 1 or 2 in my barn, which at this rate you're not going to be able to get into because of the icicles. But yeah, it's all dark in here now. And I don't want to risk having a creeper spawn in here when I go in to feed them. So that the anvil's had a bit of time. Let's see if it's moved any further than hot. It's very hot with 2 stars. 3 stars. That is not... That's still all the way down here, and I need to get it up to here. This is going to take a very long time. Oh, another good little trick for you. Rotted flour can be used to make yeast. So you don't need to throw it away. You can turn it into yeast for yourself. And any minute now, this should be done. Melt down into ingots. Well, melt down into molten copper. And then we can cast it into ingots. There we go. Oh, and the vessel can hold 30 ingots. That's good to know. And apparently, it's instantly solidified. And there we go. Our anvil is fully recycled. Okay. Apparently, it not quite. Now it is. It's a nice stack of nice stack of copper. That should be 8, 16, 24, 25, 26 copper ingots. Then as we melt this down, they should go straight into the ingot molds. Yep. Can I place these? I can. This is so cool that you can actually stack ingots. And I'm gonna keep doing this until I've processed all of our ingots down, and then we can look at start making some more bismuth bronze. So we have, well, a lot. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 copper. Then we have 13 copper, 3 bismuth, and 4 zinc. So that would be 20%, 15%, and 65%. And that'll give me 20 units of bismuth bronze, plus the 5 we have here. We're just about ready to craft up a full set of armor. However, I've used up all of my clay. So once it's a little brighter out, we're gonna head out, hopefully find some clay, and then come back and craft the armor. That's 13 ingots of copper. Adding the zinc, which melts very quickly, as does the bismuth. And then we'll have 20 ingots of bismuth bronze. Then we just put it here so that heats up. We're going to need a lot more coal soon. Ah, okay. Next I have to do this. And that's our first double sheet, which is going to be required to make. Actually, I can pop that in and get started on this part, I think. Upset. Hit, hit. All right. Ooh, not quite. Perfect. Well, here's interesting. Any. So I can do any bend, draw, or hit as long as in any order, so long as I finish on one of them. It looks like. Leave the anvil back in there. Nope, that didn't work, so let's do... There we go. That's the unfinished greaves. And once we just made the boots. They were kind of a pain. But once we can get these up to weld, we combine them with a bismuth sheet, which is right here. And we will have our boots. There we go. We have our first piece of armor. Well, our first new piece of armor. We still gotta make the rest of our bronze set, which shouldn't be that hard now. It's just making double ingots into sheets, a few double sheets, and just combining them. You know, we need those to be hot. So let's grab all this. We'll leave those in there for now. For the greaves, we need a double sheet, which is a double ingot turned into a sheet. And for the helmet, should be the same thing, right? Yep, double sheet. Oh, I need to heat that up. this in, put that in. Now we just gotta balance keeping these hot without melting and warming these up. And that's our helmet. These are gonna take a minute longer because, you know, more cost to make. Durability is not that great. 240, 250 on that. And that's the greaves. And now we just need to get the last bit of ingot out. I think we have to turn this into a double sheet, which means 2 double ingots into 2 sheets into 1 double sheet by welding, and then we combine it with the chest piece and we're good to go. And that's not even hot enough yet. But as soon as this is hot enough, combine it with the double sheet and we have a full set of bronze armor. A pair of skeletons spawned in my house while I've been working here. I almost didn't survive. But this is ready. Now we got our chest piece. Oh, and they were so kind as to donate a spear and a copper chest piece. But now, I just made up an armor stand. Oops, I did not mean to put it on. There we go. That's our new armor. Now I can put it on. I look like my eyes are white. Anyway. There we go. Our first set of bronze armor. And it only took 7 episodes? But working at the forge will absolutely drive down your thirst. So if you are, you're going to have to remember to drink a lot. Now that we're nicely equipped in bronze armor, we can make ourselves some bronze tools and make a bit more progress. As I said, next is the Iron Age. And we do have quite a lot of iron deposits marked out, and actually quite close. So getting our hands on a lot of iron should hopefully be pretty easy. But again, we are going to need to look for a crucible. Well, look to make a crucible. But that will have to wait till next time. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.